Okay, good morning. Can you hear me, please? Hello, can you hear me? Good morning.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, so my name is SOFIYAT OLABISI. So today's presentation will be on UI design and the branding. So so the content that I will be discussing is what is UI design, what is branding, relationship between UI design and branding element in UI design, consistency across platform, emotional connection, user experience as brand experience. Then I'll be talking about case studies. Then I have a research on branding. So let's go with it one by one. So we all know that a UI design is just to design, Abby. Okay, so let's just focus on designing the interface through which the user interact with the digital product. So it's not only designing alone. So what are the things that you need to also put when you are designing your layout, your typography, your color scheme, and the interactive element also. So you have to take this thing also. It's also one of the things that you need to put in place when you are doing your design. So just another thing is the goals of UI design is to create a visual appealing, user-friendly interface that allow user to easily navigate and interact with the product. So if you are doing a design and your design is not user-friendly, there is some error in that design, and maybe your user are not able to navigate through your product easily. So that's also a problem. So just to show us what UI design is all about, the way it is, the interface, the way it looks. So this is just majorly all the English I've been saying. This is how it is. This is a mobile format of a UI. We have the web and we have the mobile. So, but this one is the format of the mobile version. So let's go into what is branding. Yeah. So branding, on the other hand, is a process of creating a unique identity for product, service, or company. It involves defining the brand value, personality, and messaging, and communicating these elements consistently across all touch points. So majorly branding is just when you have been known for something. So and also branding also there are some things that you need to also put in place, like for your brand to stand out to okay, this is maybe this is Beacon brand. There is something that you stand aside, the identity of it. So that is logo, color, your color, typography, that's the font, and as well as non-visual elements such as brand voice and value. So branding is just what your maybe organization or company is identified of the color, because in any brand there's a particular color that we all have. So that color I make it to stand aside. Okay, this is a Beacon color, this is MTN color and the likes. So it is a unique identity for product, service, or company. So this is just the illustration of what branding is. And then, so what is the relationship between UI design and branding? Now, the relationship between UI design and branding lies in how UI design can be used to reinforce and express the brand identity. So it's by just incorporating brand elements such as logo, Because if you are doing your design, there's no how you are doing your design for a product, and there's a specific things that, okay, the product we have, one of it is logo, one of it is color, and typography, your font that you are using also. So this is just the relationship between the branding and the UI. Because let's go back to this UI this I just showed. If you see this mobile the mobile version of this thing, is, you know that their major color here is blue, and the consistency too is there all through their mobile version. They may have secondary color, fine, but even though the primary color for this version now is blue color. So, and you see that in this place there's also, we have the logo here, and the color stand out, the font they use also. So these are the things that you need to also, this is how your branding will look. So when they see this, they'll know that, okay, this is for so brand. It has stand out with that. Yeah, so that's just the relationship of it. And again, in this place now, a designer can create a consistent brand experience that strengthens brand recognition and loyalty. So I just explained about that consistency across board. When you're doing your design, your brand is being known for a particular color or font. And also, overall is well done. The integration of the UI design and the branding can create a seamless and engaging user experience that reflect the essence of the brand. So this is just, okay, we were talking about brand. I've been talking about the typography. You see that it's there, the colors. So just to tell you, okay, these are the colors of this brand. The primary color, the secondary color is here. They have as much as much secondary colors, so it's different. And also, all these things are what they'll be using to do their design, their UI. They have their brand, the brand, or let me say style guide, that they'll be using to use for their design. So that it will not be like when they give to a developer or something, and they are unable to know, okay, this is the font this person uses there, this is the color this person. So it will be more easier for the developer um to check and to know easier way. So that when these are just the brand this thing. So another thing is brand elements in UI. Sorry, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you at my end.
Okay. All right, thank you. So the brand elements that we need to also know is logo, number one. In our design, logo is what make us stand out with other brands. Our logo is our recognition. Okay, this is so brand. And also, so logo incorporates the logo into the UI, helps establish brand recognition, yeah, and consistent across digital touch point. Because even though you are doing for web, that's website, your logo still will be there. Even though you are doing for mobile, your logo still will be there. So it has shown that, okay, this is the brand of so person company. Another thing is color. Using brand color in UI design reinforce brand identity and helps to create a cohesive visual experience for user. So colors too is part of the things that you need to also know that makes your brand stand out. Yeah, your color. And also, yes, it's the brand identity that helps you to create a cohesive visual experience. And also typography. Choosing a typography or font that align with the brand personality. So in any organization that has okay, any organization, let me just do it that way. There is no how you not have your fonts that you're using. So being consistent with your fonts makes your brand stand out, because anywhere when you see this font, this font too, this is the font they have been using. They're not using different kind of font. This is the same font because we have our own font that we're using. And also, and its value helps to reinforce brand messaging and creates a consistent brand voice. So what all this brand stuff is consistencies, recognitions that okay, this is the so brand name. And also image. There are some companies that they use illustration for their image. So if they're bringing out any design out and they're using that illustration, they'll know that this is this is for this brand, because what they use mostly is illustration. There are some that use the photo this thing for their image. So it's different. Selecting image that reflect the brand value and resonates with its target audience. So help create a strong emotional connection. And also don't forget that image also shows some evidence. Like you can't just use only content in some cases to send a message to your user. So you need to use image also. So this is where image is coming from. And also your branding is also part of it, that you need to know which kind of image you want to be using in your organization or in your brand. So these are just the things, color, a lot. This is image. Okay, these are the things that we use in our company or in our brand. These are the things is already written down. So you can't just bring something that is not from this. There's something called design system. So in any company, they have a design system that they follow, or a brand manual or style guide that they follow. So in that style guide, there is color, there's typography, there is component, a lot of things that will be there, image and everything. So um so now another thing is we need to understand this consistency across platforms. So I've been saying something like, okay, maybe for web, for mobile and something like that. So the first one is web, ensuring that the brand visual identity is consistent across websites, like the color, font, image, you get up to create a seamless brand experience. So if you are doing a design for a website, consistency must be in your design. Like don't come to in another page, I don't want to be seeing another color that is not part of the brand system, or that's not part of the brand color, or maybe font that is not part of it. If you are using two fonts, let us know that you are using two fonts, and let us know that this is the type of font we are using. If you are using one font for our design, let's know that this is the one font we are using. Don't bring another font from this now be saying that we are using to differentiate something. No, follow the brand consistent across all boards. Sorry for that. So mobile app to maintaining a consistency in the UI design of mobile app, the icon, including the icon, navigation pattern, color scheme. Yeah. So um for your mobile now, we have icons that we use, we have colors. So everything is just be consistent with your design from the beginning to the end. And also social media, when you are designing for social media, using a brand element consistently in social media graphics and posts helps strengthen brand recognition and create a comprehensive brand presence. So we have our color. That's what we have. We have our font. So this font just make us to stand out. These are our brand identity. So we should just use it and not be like, this and this is. So if we know what brand identity is, we will know that okay, we don't have to bring another color that is not part of the brand company, the brand, and not bring it to the design if you want to do for social media. Yeah. So there's our designs are anything to be consistency with all these colors, font, and everything that I've discussed with us. And also, yeah, so this is just the illustration of it. If you see this is the mobile, the let me say the mobile version, the website, these are these. So if you check this design now, everything is for the same thing across, but this is for the website. This everything is the same thing across board. If you see here, the same color they use, this color they use, this color they use. They not come to this place and bring color pink here. Everything is the same. Even though the way it is, everything we check, all these things are the same thing, even though it is what? Even though it is, this is a mobile, the same thing, the same thing. It's just that the length, the way the width of the mobile version, the web will be different, but it still be the same look. So that's one of the things that we need to also get to know too. So now emotional connection. So visual appealing, create a visual appealing UI that align with the brand aesthetic, help to invoke position emotions and create a memorable brand. So now when I'm seeing a post of a brand, there's something I'm looking at in that brand. When it comes again, I've mastered their this thing. Okay, this is how they do their this thing. Is a memorable. So don't just maybe another brand now maybe you now had another thing as well, like because it's different from what I'm saying. The this thing has changed, the the way it looks has changed. So that's why I say it creates a memorable brand experience. Yeah. So also user engagement, designing interactive element that encourage user engagement, such as animation. So now if you want your user to really engage more on your design, so we like a lot of all these things. So animation also can be added. So it's not make it just plain. Yeah. So gamification too also can deep the emotion of the connection with the brand also. So from that's just some website, they don't just be on a slant on a plain listing. There are some things that interact, some interaction that they had to the website now that make it wow, this website is looking nice. This because you can interact with the website, you understand? So another thing is storytelling, using a storytelling techniques in UI, such as image. So like I said, it's not only content that you can use to pass a message. You can use image also, but the image will be the same. It will be in the same line with what your content is. And also microscope and helps to communicate the brand interactive and value, fostering the deeper connection with the user. So, but you can use to show that I'm doing it storytelling. You can also use image. Yeah, it's not only text alone that you can also use. So you can use images to communicate with your users, or videos also. So this is just the so this is if your engagement with your user, because you're making your user to engage with your products. Yeah. So this is user experience and brand experience. So consistency, person personalization. So let me just say more of this personalization, because I've been talking about consistency. So tailoring the user experience to individual preference and behavior can enhance brand loyalty. So personalized brand experience. So just tailor it with the individual also. And also accessibility. Let your UI be accessible to all users, regardless of their ability, reinforce the brand commitment. So, and also user-centric design. So you know that we are designing for your user also. So this is just the illustration of the brand experience. Yeah, so case study now. I just choose it. Let me just one of the case studies we have Apple. So if you check Apple brand now, knows for its minimalist design aesthetic. Apple use clean lines. This is what they use that make them stand out with other this thing, simple typography and limited color palette. So to enhance recognize to just to recognize them easy. And yeah, so another brand is Nike. Nike just use both typography, dynamic image, and iconic logo. So you see that different brands had the way they make their brand be identified, like to just be recognized easily. So yeah, this is just one of the Nike and this is one of the this I just choose to explain. So now the research I did on the brand for festive design. Sometimes be like, okay, any festive they have their own color. Which kind of color can I use? Can I still stick with, or can I? So this is just it. Brand recognition, like I said, ensure that the use of festive colors does not comprise the overall brand recognition. So even though you want to add the festive colors to it, it should not overshadow your brand color. Yeah. So you can incorporate elements of company's branding, such as logo or typography, in the design to maintain the brand identity. Yeah. So another thing is limited use. Yeah. Use the festive color, spirit, and as an accent to the company primary color. This helps to prevent the festive color from overpowering the brand color. Too much of, okay, maybe doing Valentine is red, then let me just add all the red thing because of we are doing Valentine. No, you're overpowering that because there's no any other you are not using your brand color. So what now is the essence of you saying I want to make my brand stand recognize? There's no more recognition there because they'll be like, okay, what is this? This is now red. So and I choose one of the MTN's festive designs to just explain what I've been saying and where my research is going to. So now from this is for the Christmas now. MTN is normal. MTN is red also, yeah. But if you check this design now, the primary color, you know that this primary color here is this color, this their yellow color, and they did not take it for anything. Yeah. So this, and it is not like Christmas, you have to know. Even though this Valentine, this thing that is for Valentine, what they use image to make it stand out that this is what we are celebrating, and they still stick with their what with their color. So this is what we are talking about, that okay, branding. And also if you want to use in any festive stuff, let your brand also be known. So what you can just use is you can use image to make that thing, or just a touch of that color of the festive, maybe it has it or something, but not like you now make that festive color to overpower your brand recognition. So that is the hair. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Sophia. We really appreciate the
Thank you.
The whole presentation was wonderful. Do you have questions for us? Or
Okay, question I have. Okay. Okay, let me just ask one question is from all I've just said about branding. I also want to just explain what is branding in general.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for the wonderful presentation. Sophia, sorry if I pronounced that wrongly. So,
Okay.
from the presentation I listened to, branding in this aspect is what make, should I say, an organization or an institution stand out, their identity, the exclusive uniqueness of that particular organization that made them to be identified publicly or even without them explaining themselves. But so far that identity is there, anywhere it is seen, now we observe that this is who they are and this is what made them very different. Branding in this aspect, according to what you explained, may not necessarily be the color of the organization or maybe their logo. Combination, we can choose their color, their logo, or any other design pattern which include their typography, their font size that makes them stand out from the crowd.
Yeah, thank you. That's just it.
all right, thank you. Thank you very much, Daniel, for responding. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being around. Sophia, please, did you upload your public artifacts?
I've not. I've tried. I'll upload it now. After this listing, my
All right.
background is noise, so I could not do it. If I was, when I was even present, you can also observe that too. And I want to put it on YouTube. That's all.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much, everyone. We've come to the end of today's KD. Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Sophia. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.